Hello, everybody. Sean Briscoe, CLSB Politics. Well, I asked myself the question, could JD Vance be the worst VP pick in history? Modern history. We've got better data now. I'm going to go with yes, but I want to back up my argument because I don't need no shade, and wow, it's pretty clear. So this is JD Vance's, you know, favorable, unfavorable. The favorable is the blue line and the unfavorable is the red line. Just take a nice, quick, solid look at that. Uh, it's what the most important thing is you have to understand is those lines are getting further and further apart. So yeah, that's a 10-point gap. That's not really going away anytime soon. And in comparison, because I like to keep everything on the level, uh, let's look at Coach Waltz. So his blue line is above uh, the red line, and and it's pretty much consistent. Of course, Waltz is a less known entity, but I have a fun. What I'm going to do, and this is also me kind of giving you some prep for the convention for next week. So Monday at noon. So I do a noon show just like this one every month, every day. 7 days a week, guys. I do a show for you 7 days a week. Also, if you want to support this work, feel free. I'm on the channel's on PayPal, CLSB Politics. Appreciate any input, any help. But I do a show at noon every day, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys kind of on Monday. I'm going to talk about what's going to happen all week. And then Tuesday is going to be about Monday, and then Wednesday is going to be about Tuesday, and then so forth and so on. And so that way we have kind of a review of what happened the day before. If you couldn't watch the convention, if you had to work, I mean, only political nerds do what I do. So I understand. Uh, but what I'll do is I'll be able to give you kind of the lowdown, the schedule. There's already been a preliminary schedule. Looks like the first two speakers on Monday are going to be. We'll get into that. So anyway, that's Walt. So he's doing great. This is the one. This is the graph. So the whole point of a VP, all right, the whole point of a VP is to do no harm. Nobody's voting for the VP on a ballot. You're voting for your president. That's why they call it the presidential election, not the vice presidential election. So nobody, and I mean nobody, is voting for the VP. But the VP can affect your turnout. If you have so we saw this with McCain and Palin, right? My dad's a hardcore Democrat. He used to tell me McCain is the kind of Republican that he liked, right? Because the guy's, he's a likable guy. Not 100% on all policies, but he did save the ACA. So at the end of the day, he probably saved millions of lives. Not bad. He saved millions of lives from the GOP. That's pretty messed up. Anyway, so Palin was probably the worst VP because she did harm. Because she would open her mouth and talk. And that was a problem. And also McCain later on was like so angry that he was forced to make that call. And what that was that was the GOP money. That was the Tea Party, which gave birth to Trump and the MAGA. That was the beginning of that money. The crazy old billionaire oil idiots that were pushing an agenda of more control over that party, so then they could control the government, so they could control the country, which could control the world. Yeah, that's how they think. They weren't wrong. So, guys, you gotta check this out. This is nuts. So, JD Vance is the red line. Palin is the blue line. So Palin started out really, really high. Like people really liked her, right? She's right up here, and then she comes down, and then by the time the election happens, uh, she's underwater and doing harm. JD Vance starts below her worst number. And keep in mind, Palin is the worst by a mile, the worst VP in modern history. And JD Vance starts below her worst number. That's where he begins. And then he goes down. No, that's insane. I've never actually seen this before. Doing this stuff for 26 years, a quarter century, and I've never seen this before. I've actually reached out to a few people. They've never seen this before. I'm feeling like they're going to have some serious buyer's remorse on this gentleman if they don't already. I mean, I don't know what to say. God bless the cat ladies. I know quite a few of them. Some of them are my mom. So, yeah, man. Anyway, I had to share this. It's nuts. This graph is insanely telling. The whole do no harm uh, is exactly what he's doing. And I don't know. Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. So I just want to say thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Again, if you could support this channel, that would be great. It's on PayPal, CLSB Politics. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a complete day in review for the entire convention next week. So that'll be fun. I've got all this policy that I've got kind of lined up behind me. Expansion of Congress, expansion of the Supreme Court, they're individual shows. And then I've got one on the U.S. government's policy for distribution of weapons in Israel. I'm going to put that one, I've got that one put together. I'm just deciding whether or not I want to be canceled. Yeah, so I got some really great shows in the hopper, but problem is the GOP keeps handing me stuff like this, and what am I going to do? So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and share this with any of your friends or whatever. That'd be awesome. All right. Well, I hope everyone has a good day, and I will see everyone next week, all week, every day at noon, clockwork. You're going to have Monday, like I said, Monday will be what we can expect throughout the week. And then Tuesday will be a look at Monday and so forth and so on. And then we'll have a big wrap up review on Friday. All right. Great. I'll talk to everybody later.